98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy. Weekdays from 10 a.m. on 98FM.
Here's a story in the news today that struck a chord with me. It's something that I often think about as well. And this is all to do with adults who still call their parents mommy and daddy, or mummy and daddy. And it's a survey that found that 3/4 of people over the age of 30, continue to call their parents mummy and daddy well into their adulthood. The vast majority of people over the age of 30 still calling their parents mummy and daddy. It's something that doesn't sit right with me, I have to say. As soon as I turned, I think I was about 20, 21, I dropped the whole mammy and daddy thing. I think it's childish, I think it's infantile, and it just doesn't sound right, doesn't it?
Well, now, I think I've told you this before. When we were teenagers, my mum and dad said they had a pain in their face being called mum and dad, and we started calling them by their first names ever since. And now, that's just what we do. So my mum is Beth and my dad is Tony, and that's just what we do.
That's a terrible thing to say about your mother.
What?
Your mother's Beth. She's not the best looking, but she's...
Stop it now, stop. She could be listening.
I wouldn't say she's Beth down.
But the point I'm making is I couldn't... but my own kids, who are in their 20s now, still call me dad.
Okay, very quickly, text us now, 0877 98 98 98. What do you call your parents? Now, this is only for people who are people who are grown up, okay? If you're grown up, do you call your parents by their actual name, or do you call them mommy or daddy? This report says that a lot of people carry this habit from childhood into adulthood and see it as the norm, and will even do it in public without... I have to be honest. If I saw a 40-year-old man out in a restaurant with his father and he's going, Daddy, what would you like to eat, Daddy? It's weird, isn't it?
Daddy, maybe, but what about dad?
No.
You see, my daughter still calls me dad, and I kind of like that.
What age is your daughter?
She's 21.
Yeah, I don't even like my son calling me dad in public. I don't like it.
Well, what do you want him to call you?
I like him calling me by my name in public.
Really?
Yeah,
He's only 3.
No, we were in a toy store at the weekend.
Yeah.
And Daddy, can I buy this?
Yeah.
And Jer.
Why, you ashamed of being a dad?
I just...
What?
Yeah,
no, there's a shame factor of being a dad. You want to be seen as an uncle.
I'm the proudest dad there
then
is
why
going.
would you not want your son calling you dad?
Because...
Come on, explain it. Explain it.
Okay.
My daughter's 21 and I still like her calling me dad.
It's going to sound pathetic when I explain it. Okay. I'm going to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, good.
Because it makes me feel old.
But you're standing there with the young fella standing beside you.
Yeah, I know all that. But when he was in the aisle, he was in aisle 3 of Smith's Toys the other day.
Yeah.
And he sees something he wants. You don't want to know what he wanted, by the way. That's another day's work. He wanted a Barbie doll. That's another day's work.
Okay.
And he shouts up the aisle, Dad! Can I get this Barbie doll?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus. And I'm legging it down the aisle. My name is Jer in public. Jer. Now, I didn't slap him or anything, but he knows to call me Jer in public from now on.
I think that's awful. I think that's pathetic.
Oh, no,
I think you are a sad loser. The fact that you're with the child...
First of all, how dare you question my parenting, by the way?
No, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic.
Are you allowed to say that?
That you're telling a 3-year-old not to call you dad because you're embarrassed.
I just don't want to be seen... When you were younger,
yeah.
When you heard someone saying dad, oh, dad, that's an old man. I don't want to be an old man.
But you are an old man.
No, I'm not.
You have a child.
Yeah, but
don't bring him out in public anymore.
Well, just leave him indoors.
Yeah.
Handcuff him to the radiator.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Hey, some very interesting texts coming in. That's true, by the way. That's as true as God. I do get a bit embarrassed when he calls me dad.
But would you not get embarrassed, like holding him by the hand walking through the shop?
I know, because I could be his young, hip, trendy uncle.
You see.
I'm Uncle Jer. I'm the young Uncle Jer. Yeah, I'm taking you out for the day.
You're pathetic.
I am pathetic, but that's how I feel.
Laughable.
Do you not feel old when you get called dad?
No, not at all, no.
Really?
No.
Does Sean call you dad?
Sorry, there were 20-year-olds who were dads.
Yeah, but nobody has ever mistaken you for a 20-year-old.
But I'm just saying.
What does Sean call you?
Dad.
Does he?
Yeah, he still
and
does.
He's, what age is he?
He's 24. Yeah.
I'll have to text him now and tell him he should be ashamed of himself.
Lauren, you're on 98FM. Hiya, Lauren. What do you call your mum?
I call my mum Gigi, because that's what my kids call her, and so I have her in my phone and all as Gigi.
Now, where did Gigi come from?
She doesn't. When my niece was born, she didn't want to be called Nanny or Granny, so she called her name's Jer. So she wanted to be called Granny, like for Granny Jer is Gigi. so
it's a kind of a nickname. It's a kind of a pet name.
Yeah, yes, and everybody, other people are starting to call her that now as well. Like outside the family. But I call my dad, and I always will call him Dad.
Okay, but
I
Lauren,
call him Granddad. Like
you're
when I'm talking to the kids.
You're also a mother, isn't that right?
I am indeed.
Now you'd be quite a young mother. What age are you?
I'm 30-something.
Jeez, I wouldn't.
I'm in mid-30s.
Now, we've met Lauren at some of her
or
98FM listener parties. Lauren, you only look about 25, if you don't mind me saying so.
Calm down there, Jeremy.
What?
Calm down.
No, but I'm just saying, do you get embarrassed, Lauren, when you're in Lidl and you're in the aisle in Lidl and you have the kids with you and they shout out Mammy?
No,
I can't for the life. I've never, honestly, ever heard of a parent who's embarrassed to be called Dad.
I didn't say embarrassed.
Lauren, you told your child not to call you Dad in public. So the people can, in your fantasy world, think, I'm not old enough to be a dad. Look at the state of you.
No, I couldn't wait to be called Mammy. Well, my kids, one of my daughters she calls me Mom. Calls me Mom. The rest of them call me Mom.
I have to say, I've an issue with the
MOM.
Yeah, where did that bloody O come from? America.
I don't know.
Send it back to America.
Yeah, but Lauren, I would imagine when you're out on a night out now and there's lads chatting you up or whatever, you don't say that you're a mother then, because mother sounds.
I have tattoos of my kids on my arm, so
yeah, there you go.
But can I say with tattoos in your arms, I wouldn't be chatting you up in the nightclub.
Sorry, you wouldn't even get into a nightclub.
Because I'm too
you
old.
arrive at the door of Copperface Jack's this weekend, they're going to say, no, you're a dad. Go away. Pathetic. Thanks, Lauren.
It's not everybody wants to be younger than they are.
Yeah. Like I said, my mother was 21 when she had me. Does that make her... she was a young mother.
Do you not remember the episode of Coronation Street a few months ago when Liz MacDonald had her granddaughter, her granddaughter Tracy's young one. Liz had her granddaughter out for the day and a man came along and was chatting Liz up and... the man turns around to Liz and says, is that your granddaughter? And Liz says, no, it's my daughter. I'm not old enough to have a granddaughter. People never want to be associated with being old. Being old is a horrible thing.
A grandparent, maybe, okay? You're not. You're a father to a 3-year-old.
He's going to call me Jer in public and that's the bottom line, or he's not getting dinner anymore.
Shane, you're on 98FM. How are you, Shane?
Not too bad, lads. How are you?
Now, you call your dad what?
Pops.
Oh.
Well, I have to say, I sometimes call my dad Pops as well. I have to be honest, yeah.
I'm 37. My brothers are 42 and 45, and we still call our parents Pops and Mum or Mother.
Yeah, no, I call my dad Pops every now and again, yeah. I have to say.
That's just thing, because he always called my granddad Pops. So then we built it on then to my dad.
Yeah, I love when you're in...
Jeremy, just one thing that annoyed me a little bit. You think about it, look at the amount of people out there that can't have kids.
Yeah.
Be proud of the fact that a young fella called you dad.
Oh no, I'm proud, but I don't want to be associated with old. That's
so what makes... hang on. Yeah.
37.
What makes being a dad be associated with... What, do you want to still be 18?
Yeah, I actually do.
Do you want people to think you're 18? Well, you want to grow a bit of hair, for God's sake.
Sorry, lads, have you seen the way I dress lately? I dress in Hollister clothes.
You don't. You dress like an old man.
You're trying too hard.
Yeah, I know. Shane, it's a trait that I have.
It's a horrible trait.
It's a flaw. But no, Pops is actually nice. You know what I love as well, Shane? When you're on holidays and you hear French and Spanish kids calling their dad Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah, but you wouldn't allow that either.
On holidays I will, because I don't know anybody on holidays.
You're absolutely pathetic. You really are.
Probably sees girls coming and pushes his kid to the side.
Yeah, no, get away,
no,
fella.
That's
Run
not
away.
true at all.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's not true.
Who do you think you are? Like Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen.
This is the way he goes on, young and free, and no, you're pathetic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you let your wife describe you as her husband? That's old. Being married.
In public?
Yeah.
Does she call me your husband?
Yeah.
No, when would that ever come up?
You're pathetic.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy. Weekdays from 10 a.m. on 98FM.